killed the dragon, even though people don't believe him.
And we go over to Greg.
What can't I play right now? I can't play. Hold on a second. Let me look at my cards. Unable to play obfuscations. Unable to.
Skeptical spades and obfuscation moons and jocularity trumpets. So no moons, no trumpets, no spades.
Sounds like a song.
Let's play this. No, that does nothing for me. Yeah, see, that's kind of going to be a problem. Well, let's do this. I will cancel all wild cards currently on Plan Me.
Okay.
Nice. Powerful card.
And I believe that also would cancel the fact that you cannot play jocularity, even though that affects everyone.
Because that was okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And over to me. I'm running out of cards to play.
Really?
And I look around the deck and I go,
Does
wow.
that mean that
I just have a question around that. That's a cancellation because, sorry, the jocularity card is not played on him. The jocularity card is not played on him. It's played on all, right?
Yes. So if the way I would interpret this would be Greg has canceled all the wild cards affecting him. That would include the ones that are affecting everyone.
Okay.
But it does not cancel the fact that it still affects us. It just canceled it for him.
Ah, okay, got it.
John, how did you open the arcane vault? You did not make a bitch time from one of the teeth.
No, I unlocked dormant magical powers to do it. Come on.
And Rusty.
Oh, well, let's see. Well, let's see. We got what's Red sitting here at? Red's been so sad.
I got 1 point.
He's hiding at 1.
I got 1 point and 2 cards left. I could score a total of 5 if I got 2 cards that'll cancel spades.
Yeah, and Conrad's got 1, and it's going to be tough to maximize you two simultaneously to nothing. But I'll play this on what? Yeah, all right. So we'll do this card right here. Okay. To John.
Oh. Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Oh,
so
I can get you closer to 4, John, but I can't get rid of all your cards.
Play a sword or a spade.
Yeah, so that frees up my beer stein to show that
it gives you your beer stein. You're back.
It does.
I told by 1 point.
Dormant
and we're going over to Conrad.
I cannot play any cards.
Okay, Conrad is out. We go to John.
Well, I was first to glory, finding and entering the lair.
Damn, he had a lot of cards. Whew,
I did, actually.
You had a run.
He had all of the red ones. Now, this is a problem, though, because, we don't want him to actually score more points than everybody else. So I'm going to have to say...
he's only at 4 points right now.
Wasn't there multiple empty false layers?
Yep, there were empty false layers, sadly. And let me see what I got left. And Rusty probably doesn't have any diamonds. Conrad may have a diamond. John may have a diamond. We're going to make it so Conrad can't play any diamonds.
If Conrad had a diamond, he would have played it.
Yeah.
He would have played it. So.
And that's true because he's out of the game.
Yeah. Yes.
I will throw it on him anyway. And we go on to Rusty.
That doesn't seem very nice.
Right.
That seemed kind of mean.
So let's do a dice roll. Even I
could have done that earlier.
Even I helped Conrad, and I helped Red.
I mean, I saved the party and all. Come on, guys.
You did, I know.
I healed all who suffered grievously. I mean, I should have just prevented.
It's an accomplishment we want to keep around.
It was after you were suffering grievously
sorry,
that I healed you.
I have to help Red here, so I'm going to get rid of your diamond for Red.
Okay.
So you have
got rid of my
card,
diamond, Rusty,
your own
then
hearts,
I
diamonds,
score
and
4 points.
stars.
So Red.
So will Red.
Which one? Are you taking away the armor and the flames or the legendary state of the treasure, or illusionary state of the treasure? Not that it matters a whole lot.
The one that I'm taking away, the one that's not blocked by a space.
Oh, he's taking the diamond away.
You're taking away my diamond.
So that you have 0, so you get 4. Yeah.
As I recall, I rather enjoyed hearing you all scream from the grievous injuries that I later healed you from.
And we are over to Conrad was out.
I can't fight the die roll, Conrad.
Yeah, that's right.
You needed me to get it even, and I would have gotten your diamond. So.
And John.
I cannot play.
Okay, and Greg.
I can help out Red as well, because here, how
then he goes from
hiring the right mercenaries. What?
He goes from 4 to 2 though, if you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which one did you want to hit? The legendary, the illusionary state of the treasure, or the armor?
Point-wise, it makes the same sense, but the armor works better for the dragon.
For the story. Okay. And over to me. I have a final card. I cannot play it. Nobody has a heart. I see no hearts.
Then you can't play it.
It's very judgmental. I'm just saying.
I'm out. And Rusty.
I can't play. The one I have left is a jocular, and I could save Conrad with it, but I can't play it.
That is correct.
Okay.
And Greg.
If you have a card you can play, you must play it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I seem to recall for John, I think I was worried about how he passed the Crypts of Undead, but I guess I'm going to, okay, hold on a second. Remove any card except your own. Yeah. I will play this on him here. Hold that thought as I attend to my throng of admiring ladies. Awesome.
Could have played it on Conrad, he would get 4.
Are we trying to win the game, or are we trying to
I'm trying to maximize the benefit to all players.
Oh,
that's not
Rusty had an agenda. Now, when I look at the 2 cards that were out of the deck, they were a club and they were a sword. So what I'm wondering, is the deck cheating us? Oh, Conrad, why didn't you play your stars? Because you were not allowed to play stars, right?
I was not allowed to play stars, yeah. So
wow.
That's why you're...
Okay. Interesting. 5 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems like we're missing a heart.
I mean, from my point of view,
John's got 2 cards as well.
Not enough red cards.
But my cards I had a trumpet and a spade. So
trumpet and a spade.
Rusty's heart was wiped out early.
Ah, very good. Thank you, Rusty.
Yeah.
All right. So all the cards were there. All right. Let me look at the situation for the moment. So Rusty was nil. Conrad was
1.
Healer of the party. John unlocked the Titanic entrance, and John
made a beer stein.
And dropped the door on the party.
Made a beer stein for a tooth, and John had unlocked dormant magical powers.
Yeah.
And I I kill the dragon's vile mate. Now, I will offer the group one more chance to play this, or that's the way it stands going forward, is that there's lots of things we didn't do as a group. We did not solve the great riddle. We did not parlay with the dwarf lords.
If the game is the game, which of course all games do, were to spill into the gaming reality, we should probably take the opportunity to play it again, and then this time don't cancel out anybody's successes if we possibly
not cancel
can.
them out needlessly, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's play it one more time and see what we see if we can
maximize the scores for people.
That's a good strategy.
I'm going to recall all the cards.
The hint.
Shuffle after recall.
Well, there should be one last draw.
Two of us got fours, one got three. No, three of us got fours and one got three. So it's only Conrad that had only a one, right?
His point was we didn't kill the dragon because we canceled killing the dragon. If in the game we need to kill the dragon, we aren't going to kill him because we didn't kill him in the cards. Do you follow?
Oh, I don't follow. So you're saying the cards are going to say what we're going to be doing,
or are going to become prophetic.
Yeah, yes. The more things we solve, the less potentially that we have to conquer.
Yeah, but that means less loot. We conquer it.
Well, unless the loot card stays in the game, right?
Yeah, Red wouldn't do that.
Unless you get rewarded for your cards, like you looted as one of the cards.
I'm trying to remember.
That's not going to reward us with items from our card playing.
I have to throw the removed cards on the table before I can re-grab them. That was that one flaw I found earlier. All right, let me just take them out.
I'm telling you guys, it's you don't want to solve it in the cards, then we won't get the treasures. I'm looking forward to Dragon Teeth myself.
He didn't tell us this was a cooperative game, not a competitive game.
It can be played either way.
Okay.
You can add the spoiler at the end where everybody has a victory condition that's slightly different, right? So Greg may want it to be the dragon killer. He wins if he's the dragon killer, right?
You probably have to look at your cards before you decide that. Maybe have a checkbox, and that way, if by the end of the game, I will make this card come true. But again, it's really recall all and shuffle. All right, now there's two cards that do not appear in the deck. If we're hoping that those two cards are not killing the dragon and surviving.
Really? Because you just said that, so.
Deal. All right. We now deal. All right. We're going to play with a rule now that you can pass 3 cards. We're going to pass 3 cards to the person on your left. That would be I pass to Rusty. Greg passes to me.
How do we do that mechanically in the game or in Roll20?
So the way you would do that is I would pick the cards out. We think. Well, I would have to change. We won't do it this time. I would have to change the rules of the deck so that when they're played on the field, they would play face down so people could grab them.
And then somebody can pick them up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So instead, let's go ahead and we'll start again. I'll start first, and we'll make it so that the world is a better place by saying, I wielded the magic crystal. And Rusty.
But that was John's magic crystal.
Wait a second. The world has changed.
Yes, last night,
John.
Okay, I engineered a way to cross the bottomless chasm.
That does sound like you making a morale roll. Luck. And Conrad.
Let's see. The first thing I did. It was very complicated, but I unlocked the Titanic entrance so we could get to the treasure.
Very nice. And John.
Okay. And I destroyed the egg chamber after the entrance was unlocked.
Very good. And Greg.
I have some red cards this time. I led the party. They followed my lead, my plan.
That makes sense.
So you're taking credit for all the stuff we just did.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I was destined to solve the great riddle. And Rusty.
I made a beer stein from one of the teeth.
And Conrad.
I am taking a guess here about where this one belongs.
You could probably throw out your spades and your swords right now, and people could be canceling them if we're trying to maximize our scores.
Yeah. Also, if we do it all on one stack, like, say we start debating whether or not Rusty made that beer stein out of the dragon's tooth, we can,
the hard ones are the moons. The moons are going to eliminate whole decks. So.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. We refute and rebut arguments on the same action so that it's a large stack, and then the moon will get rid of that 1 point.
Or we use the moons on the wild cards.
Oh yeah.
Rusty's not able to be skeptical because I know how Rusty is.
Oh my gosh!
He has to bite his tongue.
And if we play these things,
skeptical in the end game. And whose play is it?
So whoever has the one that allows that to become universal.
We're up to John, I believe.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I actually looted more jewels than I could carry after destroying the egg chamber.
And Greg.
Well, I will just point out that was only possible because I slew the dragon.
There's the hero. And I'm going to make it so that Conrad cannot play. Let me think. I will make it so Rusty cannot play any more stars.
Oh, very nice.
And Rusty.
Let's see. Yeah. The hereafter players unable to play skeptical spades. Well, I can make that card apply to everybody.
Okay.
That's the one we want.
Okay. All right, I'll move that to the middle here.
Everybody. Okay. So
now none of us can play spades, and because none of us can play spades, we can't cancel the hearts with them automatically, but we still have the swords we'd have to worry about.
Right.
And Rusty still has the ability that he's unable to play stars. We go to Conrad.
I'm torn about what to play, so let's just wait for the next round of drinks.
Okay, and which will you cancel with that? Rusty's wild card?
Rusty's unable to play hearts.
Yeah.
Was it hearts or was it stars?
It was stars, I believe. But,
it was both.
Not that
but it's gone now.
It's gone.
Oh,
and John.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. I will save our party and heal all who suffered grievously.
If you'd prevented us from suffering grievously.
No, thank you, because that was very necessary.
Yeah.
We are missing 2 hearts.
I was just pointing out that healing was necessary after I slew the dragon and its vile mate.
Wow, Greg has killed the dragon and its mate, and we were following his plan. His plan was that I probably should not be involved in this. Right?
Rook is laying it on thick this time.
I'm going to make it so.
As I recall, he had the mates
so
spray
Greg
the
cannot play
on
jocularity
on the dragon himself.
All right, Greg, no jocularity from you. Don't cancel anyone's stacks. Put this up here.
Is my
and Rusty.
I'm carried the king's sword.
All right.
Carry it, but...
and Conrad.
Let's see. What was this one? The one was we couldn't be skeptical, right?
The one that applies to everyone is yes. You cannot play a spade. No skeptical spades.
Well, while you guys were being violent and all, I was making peace with the dwarven lords by parlaying with them. Now, is this a separate stack like this, or does it go like that, or does it?
It's
do I have the choice?
Two different achievements, so put it in two different stacks. A jocularity card will only cancel one or the other, or whatever card's built from it. And John.
Okay, I am Conrad. You're unable to play obfuscation moons. Witless knave, incessantly complaining.
Well, that's no good. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
Greg.
All right, Red, you are haggling the bill. You're unable to play contradiction swords.
I'm unable to play swords. Okay. That would have been a better one for someone else, but how do we even know, right? Yeah. All right, let me think.
Because we could talk, absolutely, and make it happen.
I was guessing you because you had not played many red cards yet, so...
I'm thinking that I'm not going to have a whole lot of clubs to play if the spades don't eventually come out. Let's look at this. And so I can remove any card except my own diamonds, hearts, and spades. We do not want to remove the global one, but maybe I want to remove, jocularity. Greg, play on any opponent's stack. That may be good for Greg. I'll play this on my own card.
We still got some cards going that are going to be turning things off, so saving that card.
I'm running out of options, Conrad. Okay,
does it really matter though? I mean, if none of us can play from here out, period, then
right. Well, John, we have a lot of swords that are going to cancel a lot of actions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and remember that's why I suggest find a 1.1 and play swords and reputations on the same one, so that.
Yep. All right. Okay. Without kibitzing too much, Rusty, your turn.
Yeah, as a reminder, the hearts are worth 2 and the diamonds are worth 1, right?
Yeah.
The stars are worth 1?
Stars are worth 1, correct.
Yeah.
I unlock dormant magical powers. Probably not my own.
Okay.
In the dragon.
Rusty is still pitching points. And Conrad.
Let's see. As I recall, we can't play skeptics, right? So that's no good ski.
We cannot play the spades.
Right. But we can play contradictions.
Yes, we can play the swords.
Okay.
We play the swords and then people eliminate the swords by the motif.
And I can't play jocularity because you put that on me, right? So that's good.
That is correct. No, obfuscation. Somebody put that on you.
No, okay.
Jocularity is Greg Squires.
Okay. So I'm going to play, again, it's getting a little tight. Sorry, what do we got going on here? Let me shrink. I don't see any swords in the game, so can't play that one.
Pitch one.
I'm going to play on the saving the party. That, as I recall, we needed multiple resurrections because that's worth 1 point.
Now, that's a card that eliminates a stack, so that would immediately eliminate our ability to heal the party.
Okay, so we're saying I need to put it on some. I was thinking somebody else could then later remove it. So let's see.
When you want to play on an opponent card stack,
it can't be removed. It's going to take whatever stack.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to figure out which one we don't want, right? And the
later on, or we need to go ahead and grab that back in your hand, Conrad.
Well, I don't think I've got anything else. Let me see. We can play contradictions, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Except spades.
So what you want to do is if you have a sword, play it on some card that's not
that's
that
a good
important.
one.
Yeah.
And then
there's going to be plenty of people who are going to be able to cancel that one. They're going to have clubs elsewhere.
So what was that? How did you?
Now,
actually, I probably want to put it on this king's sword here.
Correct. You probably want to put it on something that because
we don't care.
Rusty didn't carry
we need
the
riddle.
Sword, it means somebody else might have carried it.
So we either need the or the wield of the magic crystal, the two that obviously come to mind.
Your turn.
Okay. I will. Am I allowed to ask who's out of hearts? Because
that would be a bit cheating.
I
would have played a heart,
John. If it's a collaborative game,
John, if I had one.
No.
How many cards?
That'd be
how
too
many
much
hearts are there?
No, but I mean,
how many hearts are in the deck?
Playing them at this
It's
point,
5.
Right?
There's 4 hearts. Oh, 5. Okay, so there's 1 heart left.
Yeah.
Or it ended up in the 2 that didn't get dealt into the game.
Yep.
Right.
As you saw, John, I was reluctantly playing cards I didn't want to play.
Yeah, no,
so
I understand
you
that.
can, if you're
if you got a wild card you want to throw it on Conrad, it's not a bad place to throw it.
I don't have a wild card, so I'm going to throw a can't play diamonds on red.
That's a wild card, John.
Is that a wild card? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the Joker, the jester hat.
Okay, that's the jester hat. All right.
Yeah, there's 11 of them in 3 different categories, but this is unable to play diamonds. We go over to Greg.
Okay, I think we need to get. Oh no, he can't play spades. Okay, that's probably good here. And about Rusty carrying the king's sword, I think he got past translating the altar runes by his secret pact with the demonic realms.
He did.
Thanks.
And I can remove any card. How about if I remove
my Joker?
I'm going to remove the restriction on me to play diamonds. Not that I may have diamonds to play, but it's just a reasonably good card to play in this situation. Because jocularity on Greg is probably not worth removing, and Conrad's limitation of playing no moons, that's probably okay as well. Over to Rusty.
It's getting hard. Let's see. Restricted wild card in play to any opponent. I think we'll play that one. And what are the restricted cards? The only one that we don't really care much about is the Conrad one about unable hereafter to play obfuscation moves. Okay, so move any restricted wild card. Who probably has some doesn't have that many obfuscations. I would guess it's or I want to get who has more obfuscations, right? I would guess it's got to be red. Okay.
He moved it from me to you.
Yeah, from Conrad.
Got it good. That's fine.
To the
no
moon.
obfuscation moons from me.
Yep.
All right. Rusty.
It's the jocularity that you play on an opponent's stack are the ones that we should worry about right now. If there's it's going to be 5 of those in the game, I believe. That means 5 of the hearts and diamonds and stars could end up going away.
Yep. Yeah. Well, hopefully not stars. I mean, hopefully not hearts. But anyway.
Also,
Rusty.
I can't play Jocularity, so that might be taking up some, or
some of the cards we would not want to play.
So.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rusty, I know you made the demonic pack and all, but I don't know how you got across the crypts. Let's see, crypts. So I dropped a sword on
crypts
that.
With the crypts on the bottomless cavern, the Beerstein teeth. That seems like a rather vainglorious achievement. Oh, you wouldn't play that there, Conrad, because you cannot play that. You have to play it on a heart, diamond, or star, and that's a club at this moment.
That's a bad one. Okay.
So is it that Rusty unlocked the dormant powers somebody else might have? Did Rusty make a Beerstein from one of the teeth, or is he just claiming that
Rusty's
he did?
at 3 points, John's at 4 or 5. So
right.
Go down.
If you're counting points as well.
The point, I think it was this one, right? This one was the other one. You carrying the magic crystal may or may not. These were the two that seemed the least.
Okay, I wielded the magic crystal. I did not wield the magic crystal. And we go over to John. Certainly somebody can throw a club on that. To
remove it, right? Yep.
5 swords and 5 clubs. It should be.
Yeah, I think you actually did wield the magic crystal. Just saying.
Oh, thank you, John. You said I'm more heroic than others.
Yes.
And we go on to Greg.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, so this is not particularly good. But I'm guessing that somebody will be able to, or I'm hoping somebody will be able to reverse it. But yes, as far as that bottomless chasm, though, wasn't there multiple empty false layers?
So it was the bottomless chasm might have been duplicates. Okay, and so it comes over to me. I'm not allowed to play moons. Moons remove specific cards. That's probably one that cancel all wild cards in play that affect you.
Nice.
No, bad.
I will cancel the restriction on me.
That means he can play obfuscation.
You can play spades. Okay.
It might not be good.
Does mean I would be able to play spades, but guess what? I will not be playing spades.
You get rid of the moon ones that you have there as well. Doesn't that go away?
And remove.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. And we go over to Rusty.
Well, sad day. Okay, well, we're going to have to even up. Have to unfortunately even up Greg. Let's see. So can't avoid it. Got it. Okay. So I have to play the we ran out of persistence and returned to court empty-handed. So I'm wiping out the
that he was the leader.
That he was the leader. Okay.
That he was the leader. Because
Greg, you were not the leader.
You were not the leader, Greg.
Stay on target, Greg. You are not the leader.
Stay in your lane. You're the dragon killer.
Yes. And the vile Nate. In other words, we're all running away, right? Leaving Greg to kill them, the monster and its mate. We're going to go over to Conrad.
So let's
get down to the nitty-gritty. That was the first card that we had no avoidable problem. We had to get rid of it.
I cannot play. No, I can play Jocularity now, right? I cannot play obfuscations, right?
Spades.
Spade. Can't play spades. Okay. Move that down here. No way to move stuff around my hand. Oh, there we go. So I do have I do have cards I can play, but
still a couple of swords that haven't appeared yet.
Yeah, and I have one of them. So
let's get it out there so people can
get it out there so people can get rid of it. Okay. So John looted more jewels than he could carry, but other people could carry them.
What do you mean it doesn't sound important?
Well, other people could carry the gems for you, John. So You only looted as many as
John,
you could carry.
Your card play.
No, I actually did loot more than I could carry.
Yeah, John has a demigod relative that helped him
used a little thing called a sack. I put him in your backpack.
I have a 2-slot bag that's of holding, and Greg.
I can carry the least of all of us, so that's probably true.
It was a group effort. So I can remove this card over here on Rusty. Is that right? The
Sure can.
Board?
And coming over to me.
You don't remove it. You just leave it on top, right? Oh, it was a remove card. Okay.
It was a remove card. And I have a club I cannot play. I have a moon card. Remove any card except your own. I'm going to go ahead and play that then. Remove any card except my own. Do I want to remove the group restriction on spades? No. Do I want to remove Greg's? That's tough.
Is there any others you could remove?
Yeah, we don't want to remove that one. I bet.
Well,
I bet that's
remove this
that's,
card and Rusty.
If you remove the top club on somebody, then another club could. Oh no, another club couldn't be played. You're right. So.
Well, if we're out of
club, you can remove this club here.
If we're out of clubs,
or this
then no. But
if you remove this club, then you can. Somebody can play
1, 2, 3. We may have a club left. I will risk that. Rusty carrying the king's sword doesn't sound plausible to me. And sorry about that. The when you click for a menu, sometimes the menu is off the screen and you can't scroll to get to it. Another flaw of the whole thing. Rusty, your third to last card.
Conrad, I'm going to try and remove all of your cards. So let's see. I unlocked the Titanic entrance. Do we need that? I don't think so. And I had a successful parlay with the Dwarf Lords.
That one we may not need, but they both sound important to me. How about instead, John looted a whole lot of jewels?
What? Yeah.
Or I unlocked the magical powers.
Except for then that will, John, I think, but we can get Conrad at least 4 things, 4 points.
Well, but then we don't unlock the door. We don't talk to the Dwarven Lords, right?
Right. So, but I mean, I thought
we were playing to see what thing we would get rid of the things that were the least important, right?
Again, priorities.
Saying. So the great crystal. Somebody else could wield that.
Yeah, somebody could easily wield the great crystal. Somebody could easily unlock the Dolmen.
It was to solve the great riddle, or I was. Let's see. I wielded
the magic crystal.
All of them sound potentially important.
Yes, they all are potentially important.
So I've got 2 elimination cards. So
okay,
I can either make Red completely without cards or Conrad with completely without cards.
Well, I wouldn't eliminate Conrad.
All right, so we'll play then on.
If you're worried about eliminating people completely,
yes.
Sure. But again, John looting a whole lot of crystals, that's about the same to me as I wielding the magic crystal. All right, the magic crystal. Our route was scorched, arid, hopeless, delirium. That card stack is gone.
And there's 2 more wipe out a stack cards that we haven't, or Primar that we haven't played. So
we hope that Greg has all of them. And we go over to Conrad.
So this stack is still in here, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna play this one here. Play up spades or swords. That's the only spade or sword that's out. So I got to play.
There's no spade or sword out. If you have a card that has to be played on a spade or a sword,
yeah, the sword's out.
That one's sword's out.
Aided by the okay, you're gonna cover up. That sounds great.
Yeah. So Rusty now does in fact carry the king's sword.
He does carry the king's sword, and he's aided by his.
Who said he didn't carry the king's sword? What do you mean he's not carrying the king's sword? Well, she's carrying the sword. But...
If you look at our campaign map, the gypsy is about as close to the Fey Queen as we have met so far, unless you think it's the nun milady. And but her powers with the druidic fairy kind magic don't seem that powerful. All right, we're over to John. John with 3 cards left. How much damage can you do, John?
I just simply have a jester card, so I'm trying to figure out. And I'm not allowed to ask a question that will allow me to play it the best.
Yeah, you're going to have to sort of wing it with luck.
I am. So I'm going to throw it over to Rusty and go.
Okay, Rusty. Rusty has no longer playing hearts. Hopefully we've gotten them all in the game there.
I think there's no
I think that's probably a good play. And we go to Greg.
Likewise, Rusty's last turn, he had an open sword. So if he had a clubs card, I think he would have played that. So
you hope.
Rusty, you're also no longer able to play clubs.
Okay, got it. Good.
I think Red's the only one that can play clubs, if I remember correctly. Greg.
That's spades.
No, that's spades.
Yeah, sorry.
Red's the only one who can play spades.
But we forgot to carry certain key supplies.
Yikes.
That is on. What was that?
That was the dormant magic powers.
Which guy are you going to wipe out here?
We're going to wipe out the fact we didn't bring enough sacks to loot.
Oh, that was too bad. That was.
It's a very sad thing. I remember a pair of dwarves hunting for black dragons ages ago in the cellars of Fairfax.
Ever to remain toothless. Ever to remain toothless.
So I can remove 1 card, and that could be Red's red card to give him a maximum 4. I was destined to solve the great riddle. Do we want to do that, or I could simply get rid of one of the restrictions that don't really restrict me? So that's.
If you can remove a card, don't remove one that's a positive card.
All right. Yeah. Well, positive, and then it's not positive, because if we remove it, then the game says you get 4. But anyway, you don't want your 4. Okay, got it.
No, that's okay.
I'll remove the. Let's see, the unable to play a heart, which doesn't matter. So okay, there you go.
All right.
I have 1 card left that I can play, and this one's one that has to be carefully evaluated for the pain it will deliver. So this one is I eliminate a stack.
Yes.
Right.
Which jocularity? What we need multiple resurrections at the temple. Oh, we already went through that, didn't we? All right. Last time when we crossed the field of bones, 2 people went down.
So we don't want to slew the horrible dragon. We don't want to fail to kill the dragon's mate.
I would look toward the beer stein from one of the teeth.
Yeah.
Is that in there? Oh yeah. That's the one. That's the one that goes bye-bye.
Yep. Rusty's beer stein goes away.
Yep.
That would have been really stylish.
It would have been an interesting
It's
thing.
Not saying that a beer stein wasn't made. It was saying that Rusty didn't.
It's probably the one object we need to complete the quest with the most treasure. But
it could be something that, if in order to successfully parlay with the Dwarf King, you needed to give him the beer stein. But that would be a very, very bad combination for us. Conrad, John, your last play.
I only have spades, so I cannot play.
Okay, John is out, and well played, John. And Greg.
I also can't play. I have either spades or jocularity, so
well done. And I got a club. I'm out.
I have a spade, so I can't play.
Okay, Rusty's out, and Conrad.
And I have a club, and I'm out as well.
Okay, the two cards that did not appear in the
spade.
game was a contradiction.
One of them was a heart.
And a heart.
Which heart was it?
I was the first to glory, finding and entering the lair.
Yeah.
That means we get to wander around forever.
Nobody will remember that they were the first one, or we will all claim that we rushed them together. All right. Now I'm going to leave this on the alternate tab here and refer to it later as we get into the end game. And now we're going to move us all back over to here. And as we are playing cards at the Owl and Hawk Inn, the cultists, the fire cultists, they seem to be a lot more powerful now, as if they can use their rods of flame on the surface because someone might have turned on the pumping station, and they are raging and terrorizing the people of Winesod, and they burned down the Owl and Hawk. And did Shinedown die? No. But did Tiny die? Tiny died. So we do not have a place that we can sell and buy items until we reestablish one. What?
Okay. Well, then I still need my 2d4 of silver.
Yes, take your 2d4 silver for starting here. Big 3 for me.
Oh my God!
Who's got Dobby?
John, I believe, right?
John,
or was it correct?
So John gets two, double that.
No, it's not. Dobby doesn't automatically double silver. Dobby doubles silver for you, Conrad. Remember?
No, Dobby's not me. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's John's got Dobby's new power.
Yeah, John's new power was, I believe, he got an XP and a bonus to one of his abilities, and
okay, yes. Pardon.
Yes, and
who got White Skull, by the way, from me?
I don't know who picked up White Snake, or did you keep him? Because you didn't disappear. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we said at the end of last week that I lost those two. I don't. Either way is fine by me. I don't care.
I don't remember him taking away the skull.
We can exchange him right now. Among the 5 of us, let me hide these, by the way. Recall all.
Let me just look.
And let me hide my one deck and bring out the other 2.
If you recalled you didn't recall the other deck, right? That you were hiding.
All right, I think we have gotten ourselves back to our cards and our special events. Now, when we talk to Shinedown, he reminds us that the gypsy at the Great Oak can create a poultice that would guard us from fire. We could go and talk to her and ask her what she needs as ingredients, or Shinedown reminds us that there are 3 things that create fire. What are the 3 things that create fire? Rusty, what's the first one that creates fire? What do you need? The three components for fire.
The
As
fuel.
we were reminded in Lost Fuel. Fuel is one, sure. And Conrad, what is the second one that you need? Besides? You need oxygen, yeah. And John, what is the third one you need?
Spark
or heat, sure, either one. So 3. So we need some sort of source of spark, some sort of source of fuel, and some sort of source of oxygen. So I'll go to Greg. Greg, on the upper surface of the city, the fire cult is starting to rage. The source of the fuel is the market pump that we restored. But what is the source of the oxygen?
Let's see.
Bellows, right? Didn't we have some bellows somewhere?
I'm looking to see if there's anything on the map that might be obvious about it.
I believe you were playing with us that week.
Did we have the cart with the bellows in it that we
the pumping machine. Yeah, we had that pumping machine. I don't know if that pumps air, as well, or
under ventilation.
Ventilation. Where did we restore ventilation?
Of course, we did it all.
Do you remember where we restored the ventilation?
The tar caves.
The tar pits. That's right. So we restored a source of oxygen flow to the upper city when we restored the tar pits. And now the spark. This one is a little bit more tricky. And I probably refer to the rumors. Now, we had a rumor early on, and Conrad parlayed it into possible economic gain. Do you remember what that rumor was?
Don't we have a table of rumors? Let me.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and you can always bring up the rumors list.
I don't remember.
It was something about a scarcity of something.
Oh,
if you get this, your memory is a lot better than most.
yeah. When you said scarcity, because I said, well, then we can sell it, right?
There was only 20 of something left in the market, and I should say in the
yeah,
in
we
the
bought
shops.
them all, right? Yeah,
You bought them all.
and we bought them all.
Matches.
It was matches.
There was only 20 boxes of matches.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, there was only 20 boxes of matches left, but somehow now it's been some time, and certainly 20 boxes of matches would have been easily used up by all the people, even just lighting their regular fires. And when you look around, you notice, wow, the street lights are back working. So
I don't know why we're complaining.
Somebody restored part of the functionality to Winesot that had been originally turned off. Can you guess who that is? Do you think it's the clan chief? Would the clan chief care whether or not the streets are lit at night? Or that the people could go and light their matches from the street lights and bring them to their homes? Now, what about the gypsy? Would the gypsy want the fire?
No.
How about our half-elf, Shinedown? Do you think he cares about what's going on left, right, or center in this city? How about Eric? No, Eric turned out to be an illusion. Who might have used the pyramid scrolls in order to restore the lighting system to Winesot?
Wouldn't be the sisters, would it?
Not the sister, but you're close. What's the northmost part of the map? Is it the
monastery?
Yeah. So John C. has used the pyramid scrolls to restore the sparkers back to the lamps, the gas lamps of the city. And so the combination of those three is allowing the fire cult to ravage Winesot.
That's why we can't have anything nice around here.
No, we can't have anything nice. So the four things we need to do, or I should say, in the final hour here
now we
of
have
our
to break
day,
it all.
we need to go to 3 different places and turn off these 3 things. So, Rusty,
go back and do the goodness that we did for society.
Did you want to go to the market first? Did you want to go to the Survivor's Monastery first, or did you want to go to the tar pits first? It's all just a D4 of card flips.
Tar pits.
Tar pits. Okay, we'll get the worst of them over first.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rusty.
Give me a D4, Rusty.
It's piteous.
It's sad, guys, that you have to do all this death and dying. Oh, 2.
Two cards.
That's
That's
Rusty.
I'll take that.
It's
Rusty went out of form there. 1, 2.
1d4.
No.
The True Monster said they're probably the remnants of the 2-headed ogres are down there. What? It's a 10. Okay. 10 is good, isn't it?
That's a good start.
Right. The monsters want to help us. Fate, that any aspect for the next 2d4 events of the session is auto success. Which aspect of the 6? Utility, weaponry, dark magic, light magic, restoration. Which of those did you want to make auto success for the next 2d4 events, Rusty?
Well, the most common is usually weapons or light magic. But last time it was light magic everywhere. We'll go with weapons, I guess.
You have to roll to
Weaponries are success. We're not going to roll to success.
What?
And to avoid damage, the character must still be carrying an object that is least poor. And the benefit only helps cards, not detailed specific encounter flows. Now, this is a true monster. It still counts as a club. And with the club, we need to do a utility roll at -3. Collect the D4 silver, Rusty.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Here comes the first one of the game. No, look at that. Double what I thought. Doubling expectations from the start. And that King's Sword is very much assisting him now. Rusty, who's going to make the utility roll?
How
do we repen the true monster?
I'll use my Legionnaire boots to make the utility. Oh, I guess I put some +2 into utility. All right. Oh no, it's -3, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's -3. Yes.
Yeah.
I failed. 1 point.
You failed. What did you do with your utility boots that didn't quite work to put the monster back? Did you in the cage? Were you kicking it to put it back in the cage? Probably not a good thing to do to a monster.
I was kicking stones at him.
Why don't you pick those stones up and throw them?
No.
All right, it's only one roll, and we no longer need to make weaponry rolls for 2d8. Give me 2d8, 2d4. Forgive me, Rusty. How many events do we not have weaponry as a problem? 4. Weaponry for 4. Make my marker. And one more event we get down. It's a sudden emergence. Do we have anybody who's an expert in that? It just sounds so familiar.
I thought we had a sudden emergence.
But Conrad was sudden emergence man.
I thought so too. Let me check. Well, I thought it was. Yeah, I'm sudden emergence.
Nice.
Well, that'll help him. And we're also going to need weaponry and utility. And because it's a spade, we're going to add that weaponry. But the weaponry rolls are going to be a success. That's nice. But we're still going to have to deal with the fact that we need to add a restoration roll, and we need to decline the durability. The durability is now at -2 for our play. And restoration and weaponry made and utility. So we're going to need to make restoration and utility. My restoration is good. 2 dice for D20 for me. I need an 11. A 3. I took 3 points of damage on my restoration.
Yikes.
That's terrible. And I need to make a utility roll. And here comes my D20 on that. I have the utility of the rope. And that is a 6. My luck is failing me this day. At least there's only an hour to play. And unfortunately, by me missing a utility roll, the durability now is -3. I need to roll a 9, is it, or an 8? Durability on a 9 for my rope. A 6, I missed it. My durability, my rope is now a poor. But it can be repaired. And what did I make my my mustard paste? And my mustard
be repaired
paste
when we don't have the owl and hawk in.
Well, we would have to figure out where to do that at, is what you're saying. But where's the obvious place that we get access to now that we can buy and sell and have access to people that can help us with craft?
Market Square.
Market Square.
All right, got it. All right.
Market Square will offer the same prices as Tiny, and we'll get a 50% return on anything we sell there. So sell for half, buy for full. And the repair costs will remain unchanged. That's going to be a D12 times 5% of the overall cost. Probably about 20.
You still need to roll to see if they consider it junk or not, right?
Yes, I would do that as well, when you sell it. And so we go to, okay, that was my 2 rolls, and my successful. Am I successful on the second roll with the poultice? I believe I was with that 13. It was a 9. And so I go over to Rusty. Rusty, you need to make a restoration roll and a utility roll.
Okay, restoration roll. I failed.
Oh, take 3.
And a utility roll, you said?
Correct.
Another one.
Oh,
Jeez.
my gosh.
Jeez. I'm double checking that those are D20s. We're -4 on our durability. That's ugly.
Yep. And
Are you going to use 2 make rolls and protect your objects, Rusty, or not?
I used the make roll before on the utility, and I use another one now. So yes.
Okay. And over to Conrad. You need a restoration and utility, please.
I thought this is sudden emergence, right?
You are successful in them. By being successful on utility, you bring us back to -3. Thank you, Conrad. And going over to John. John, a restoration
what you guys are complaining about.
Okay. So
what's all that crying, Rusty?
I take my suspect ointment and put it on my utility hand axe just to get the extra
bonus. Double the flavor, double the fun. Give me that restoration roll. You need an 11. Are you going to put the pips into it?
I'm going to put the pips into it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
And then you won't have to test durability. And now give me that your hand axe, your utility roll.
My utility roll, and it's good utility. So
it is good utility. I missed it by 1. You want to put 2 in your utility as well.
I will do that.
Okay, you're now doubling up your utility. You doubled up on your restoration.
Yep.
And John, it was sudden emergence. The sudden emergence is something appears.
Yes.
Okay.
And in this case, when something appeared, your hand axe, did you sort of brush it back with the hand axe, or did you brandish it to keep it at bay? How did your hand axe come into play with the sudden emergence?
I brandished my hand axe, and it glowed from the ointment that was spread on the edge of the hand axe to try and push it back.
And most of these also have related to the unbridled in some way. So you were facing the Thorn Man, and the glow of your axe drove the thing back slightly. Okay, That's good. We're going to go over to Greg.
All right, so for the utility, I'm gonna have to go with my good rope to perhaps tie up the Thornman. 7, I'll fail that, and then for the restoration, after my tangle with the Thornman, I'm using my Cat's Eye Gem, which is good restoration. I make that one.
Thorns. Heal those thorns. Make a durability roll for you as well for the hero.
I'm definitely going to use a make roll on that one. So
okay.
Use the make roll, and then I take the damage for that.
And that concludes that obstacle. Now, when we get down into the fire area, it doesn't have the ogres anymore, and we do have the conveyor to get us across the pits. Maybe we even figured out the chain aspect of it. But this is White Snake's territory. So when White Snake appears, it's going to be a weaponry and a restoration, and then a final dark magic to put him back in the skull, his prison. So weaponry for everyone, but this does not count as an event where we get to ignore the roll. So I need to make an 11 on my weaponry. I'm +1. That doesn't do it. I'm +1. I will click +2 weaponry and spend the 3 points for that. Or I should say the 1 point of slot for that. And restoration to get me out of this. Here comes my poultice again. My poultice was good. I will not make the dark magic to put him back in his skull. And we go over to Rusty. Rusty, you need to make a weaponry roll. I took 1 point of damage total. I'm up to 5. Plenty, though.
Got it. I made the weaponry roll.
Okay. You have put White Snake at bay.
And should I make the dark magic roll or what?
You'll have to make a restoration roll.
Oh, restoration. All right, let's see here.
I believe you have a Cat's Eye Gem as well.
And it's not. See, my button is not clicking. Why not? Oh, there it is. It failed, of course. Okay.
That's 3 points of damage, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And do you want to make the dark magic roll and put White Snake back into his skull? One of us has to do it.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do it. All right.
Did you want to make that, or are you going to try to roll it?
No, I rolled it.
Okay.
19.
And we still have to fight. Conrad, give me your weaponry and your restoration roll.
Weaponry. That's good.
And restoration.
Is bad.
That counts you 3. And John, weaponry and restoration.
And I'll use a make roll on the to keep my restoration.
Okay.
Price.
So weaponry is and did I?
You're +2 on weaponry? No, you're +2 on restoration and utility. You want to add a third?
I'm actually only +2 on utility because for restoration I rolled a 9, but I actually had poor restoration.
So you would need a 15. Okay.
Yeah, so I just used a make roll instead. And
on the durability, you mean?
On the durability.
Got it. Okay.
And I took the damage.
So the durability is only a 4, right? You might want to go ahead and roll that.
Oh, well, that's true. I didn't roll the 4.
And it's only poor. It's only worth a penny
but
it's
it's my only restoration.
Durability is at -5, I think.
Durability is at -3 at this moment because Conrad made one.
Yeah, I'm gonna preserve it for this one. Let's see what goes on.
Okay, and we will.
So the weaponry, I could take a weaponry and get that.
You could.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You also had a bonus because of your Dobby. You're a friend. What was the permanent bonus in? Was that in luck?
I think it is in luck.
I thought it was XP, right?
A XP and a luck, but don't hold me to that. And we're going to go over to Greg. Greg, give me a weapon.
Oh, I got to make a restoration because I haven't done that.
Sorry, John. Go ahead.
That's all right. I want to be honest here.
Yes.
So my ointment, I'm just like, come on, ointment, do it for me.
Gosh, we wish we had that fixed. We've had enough of the vapor rub.
Not quite.
So can you add the +2?
No, because I didn't do that in restoration.
What he's saying is, would you like to do it now?
Yeah. What do you need to?
Well, but I did it for weaponry.
No, you can do it to all.
You certainly can do it for all 6 if you wish, but it's just a matter of losing the slots.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that for restoration. That'll be good. I need that.
Okay.
Right. So,
and we are over to Greg.
Okay, so weaponry, I have my good cleric's mace, and so I make that roll, and then a restoration. It's my cat's eye gem again, which I'm, trusting to. Are we at any minuses? Because
no, there's no penalty on this.
A good restoration, so I'm going to use a pip in +2 restoration.
Sounds good.
And so I make both of those rolls.
Now we have the dilemma of the fan. Excuse me. It's going to be light magic and then party restoration to get out that we've turned after we turn the fan off. So who's going to make the light magic to turn off the fan?
Light magic.
I can make the light magic with a +1 right now. With a good. I spent all my silver last week and got some help from Conrad and got a good light magic, a blessed dagger.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and use your blessed dagger to undo some of the goblin screws on the side of this thing, or shove the dagger right into the impeller and cut one of the blades off. Give me that roll, Rusty, of light magic.
Give me the roll. Let's see here. 11. I made it.
That's successful. You also, somebody heals back a hit point. Just go ahead and take it yourself if you've lost several, Rusty.
I've lost 8. So.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
God, he's lost 8 already. Conrad, what are you doing bringing this guy along?
He's a soak-off.
We're following his plan, I think.
He's a bleeder.
He's a soak-off.
He bleeds all over the place. The monsters are going to smell his blood.
He's the alarm system. We know there's pain coming because Rusty's screaming.
That's right. And I missed my restoration roll, so I had to talk today. Today I finally reached 8 hit points lost as well. And go ahead and Rusty, and make a restoration roll as we get out of the tar pits.
20.
Nice roll. And Conrad.
My die there. I need a die 20. A 9. What was I rolling?
Well, it's good. It's going to be an 11. If it's poor, it's going to be a 15.
That's good. Is it weaponry?
It's restoration. Forgive me.
Restoration.
I'll use the 2 points. It's good, so I'll use the 2 points.
Okay, and we'll move over to John. Restoration. There's your ointment again, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's a cure-all.
I'd like to think so. And it is.
It is. It works on you, and so why should we be complaining about it? Gosh, he's got that ointment on me now. Hey, it actually works. That rash is gone. All right, Greg.
So we need light magic or restoration?
We need restoration to get out.
Restoration.
Rusty has made the light magic to turn off the fan.
That's my cat's eye gem that will protect me. And a 20 does so admirably this time.
Nice roll. Save those rolls for the card flips. All right. We now have the option of going to John C. and tell him that he needs to turn off the sparkers of the city, or at least limit their use to certain times so that the fire cult doesn't burn us all up. Or we can go to the market square and turn off the pump that we accidentally turned on.
Why do we need to turn all three off if we've just turned off the oxygen? Haven't we broken the chain?
You have, but they can use torches to simulate the sparker, or they can carry individual, pesticide sprayer type bottles to carry the fuel, or the air itself in Wine Sot could be used.
We've been duped.
It's not that you've been duped. It's
We've
that
been duped.
For each one you eliminate, you're lessening the overall impact they have on the city, if you follow Conrad. Yes, you've already done miraculous things now, but the long and the short of it is we have 3 different events we need to complete this morning.
The sword has parts of 3.
Yes.
It shall not have parts of 4, nor of 2.
Device.
For 2,
it's not the sword at this time.
One is definitely too short, too
when
few.
you make it to Traveler's Rest, you realize that the mind flayers are seeking a device of which the parts are 3. Okay, so I'm going to move the big die over to Conrad. Conrad, give me a D4 encounters, and where are we headed? If we go to the Survivor Monastery, we can heal there.
Let's go to John C.
John C.
4.
Okay. 4.
Gotta
4
let
flips.
him know.
4 flips around Wine Sot. Shadows and Confusion. Doesn't ring a bell, but somebody may be the person who's Shadows and Confusion.
Not dead. Greeted Insanity. Foil Alarm. Nope, not me.
This technically is John for the flip. So, John, pick yourself up a D4 silver, please.
Okay.
And we have
Dobby doesn't help me, does it?
No. Your benefit is not silver. Your benefit was XP.
No, the Dobby for you as a flare was giving you an extra XP and an extra bonus in your morale and
okay.
Gotcha. And so weaponry and magic we need. Any one of the group. The spade means we need to make a weaponry. So we need to make a weaponry or either magic. John, who has to make the weaponry roll against?
Haven't we already?
Are we still good for that? On the
yes, for 2 more encounters. Thank you.
Yep.
The Shadows and Confusion. Oh, we have to change the lore keeper to a random person. Everyone roll a D20, please.
What?
Yeah, John, I'm afraid that you didn't come through for us.
Oh, man. Well, we'll see. High roll?
Yeah.
Gimpo
It's a high roll,
17.
yes. Greg was close.
Not me.
Conrad, roll yourself a D4 for your lore keeper percent.
1, of course.
1.
I don't
One
want
is
this
better than
job.
0. And give me a D8 for the lore keeper's boon at the moment.
D8. We want a high, right? 5 it is.
Yeah, I think we probably want it high. And a 5 is gain the ability to hold mulligan and stop harm past the shuffle for the remainder of the session. That's nice. And the other thing about this is we need to have the weaponries were complete. John, who has to make the dark magic roll at -2?
Resting.
Wow.
Just resting.
I can do it.
Rusty can do it. Rusty says he can do it.
Well, I was supposed to be carrying the magic crystal, but somebody took that from me, so I don't know who carries the magic crystal. Rusty is going to make a dark magic roll. Go ahead, Rusty. As a point of order, you can have him make a light magic, which does not go away if he misses the roll.
Did you make the roll, Rusty?
I make it if it's like magic, but the
dark magic he makes.
So, well, can I make light magic or dark magic? Light magic heals somebody.
I think they were asking you to make dark magic because we know you that you're profane.
Yeah, but I'm also better at light magic.
He's,
but anyway,
and he's bleeding.
You're better at light magic.
He's better at light magic. Then he should make a light magic.
He has a plus on the light magic.
I'm good at both. I have a +1 on light magic.
Wow. Well, then you would have automatically chosen light magic. Take a hit point back as well for your roll, Rusty.
Yeah.
Anybody got more injury than 7?
Red.
Yeah, I thought Red was up.
I'm down 8.
Well, you take a healing then, Red. We'll be at 7.
Oh, egalitarian. And we have 3 more flips for Conrad to resolve. Here comes one for Greg Squires. And it is a runic iron gate. Who is destined to open that? This doesn't happen to be the one you want to open, but it does trigger a bad fate. 3 of clubs.
I believe that was me.
Luck and light magic.
I opened the Titanic gate.
Ah. Well, next time, wait till we ask you to open the Titanic gate. Add utility.
And
all right.
Group.
Greg, excuse me, got this lingering cough that will not go away. Probably bronchitis. A luck or light magic. Anyone in the group, Greg. Who's going to make a luck or light magic? Rusty loves to make the luck rolls, doesn't he?
I will try to make. I have a good luck, and
okay.
Just going to move around the table anyway. So
sure.
I might as well start off trying to do that, and Rusty could try to make the light magic probably, so we could heal.
Or it's either luck or light magic.
Oh, luck or
if you don't want to make a luck roll, Greg, you can tell Rusty right now to make his light magic roll, and then we have to add a utility.
I have and I want to test this. I want to use this anyways. I have the Witchwood Cross that we got last time, which is good light magic. So
terrific. Go ahead and roll it then.
Nice.
Oh, nope. Okay. So for the utility, I definitely want to use a make.
Well, let's. Okay. So on your durability on the cross,
yes,
you're going to make a make roll, and now we need to make a utility roll. Take a point of damage, Greg. I'll test -1 as well. Forgive me for not mentioning that. And who's going to make the utility roll, Greg?
Oh, utility roll. Anybody who has a good utility.
Most of us have a good utility.
Conrad has and I've already tested them, so.
Yeah, Conrad.
My hand axe also has been tested and good.
Okay, then. Well, let's go with John then.
John, your hand axe. Go ahead and chop the restraining ropes that we use to pull open the iron gate. We want it to slam close.
Absolutely. And that fails.
And he failed. So he took a point of damage. It looks like you chopped a finger instead. No.
Who's
finger? Close. We said, oh my gosh.
Owie.
Got Rusty's finger?
We bet a nickel that he's going to hit his hand with that handle. That's
you got Rusty's
keep telling him it's a little bit too long.
Don't put your finger down there, Rusty.
1 point of damage, John. And Greg, roll me a D8 on the bad fate for the party. Don't roll a 1.
6.
Blank all assigned pips of the party. Thanks, Greg. All right, so I lost my +2 with weaponry that I had spent.
I'd spent 3.
The items that are magic, that are driven by magic, we don't lose those, I assume, right?
Correct. So if you had a +1 gear bonus gain, those remain. This is just a minor penalty. Yes. You could also have had your make rolls, whatever make rolls you have already expended, they double up and you have to expend them again. Is another one of the random things. It's just another way of eating up your slot points as the game goes on. We have one more encounter that we need to before we reach John C. and healing us a D4 times D4 mechanical traps. I believe we have an expert in that. Greg sounds like it. Greg, are you the expert in mechanical traps, or am I misremembering?
I don't think so. I
thought it was John.
No, it's not. It's not me.
Undead stench, greed and insanity, foil alarm.
We do not have an expert in mechanical traps. So how about if we go ahead and we test durable? That would mean that everyone is going to test one object for. Well, I should say any object that's used in this encounter, you have to test durable for. And it's going to be weaponry and magic. We still have one more turn of automatic success on weaponry, so we might as well make that. But the spade means we have to double up. So we each have to make either a light magic or a dark magic. I would prefer to make a light magic. I still have my tinsel. I think it's magical, and it always proves to
is.
be magical. So, and Rusty, would you like to make a light magic or a dark magic roll? I healed a hit point back too with that.
Yeah, light magic.
Woohoo!
Oh,
We
this
do
is
have
a
mechanical
counter,
trap
isn't
back.
it?
And Rusty,
traps?
you are now an expert in mechanical traps. I thought we had one.
Yep.
And Conrad, please roll 4.
I do not have. I'm poor in good magic, so I'm going to roll. It's like, I guess it's a 15. So let's go with the 15 here. 11 is not 15, so I took a point of damage.
You take a point of damage, and we go over to John.
Right.
Light magic or dark magic? Your choice.
Use my light magic. I'm going to pull out my dragon tooth again and work at it.
Give me that roll at 11.
And even with a pip, it wouldn't get me there. So.
Oh no, it's an 11 for success, right?
11. You got a 12.
Yeah.
It's poor light magic.
Yeah.
Oh no, if the 15 is not going to do it, yeah. Even if you added the 2 for the pip, so take a point of damage, please. And we're going to go over to what is your light magic object, John?
The dragon tooth.
A dragon tooth, and so a dragon tooth.
I actually have 2 of them.
Got it. Okay, and Greg, please.
And I have my Witchwood Cross. And a 9. I will now use another pip in light magic to
add 2 to that.
Yeah, to add 2 to that.
Right.
So.
Now we're at -3 durability, and we all have to test our light magic items for failure because of the card flip. And I would need normally a 4. -3 is I need a 7. I have made my roll, and my tinsel is fine. Rusty, what did you use for your light magic this go round?
Something I've already tested.
It's automatic double test because of the durable on mechanical traps, Rusty.
You know what? Darn it! I shouldn't have done that.
That's not good. Okay, here we go. I made it on the +1 light magic, so got it.
It's -3 durability.
Let's see. So my durability on a good item is what? A 9?
A 9. You need a 12.
And so
you can make it.
+1.
You can make it if you put pips in.
I'll put pips in.
Put pips in the light magic, and over to Conrad. Same thing, Conrad. I think you're going to have to put pips in to keep it, or you're just going to have to either, if it was poor, you eliminate it. If it's good, you need to have it repaired.
I thought durable for good is 9 plus, but we're -3, right?
-3, correct. Yep, for a 12. And John, go ahead and make your roll.
Right. Mine's poor, so its durability is
It's a
really
4
good.
-3. You need a 7.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Oh, wow.
8. Okay.
8 is good enough. And Greg.
All right. Well, I should have used my light magic or my flask of oil, so I didn't have to care about it. But I'm going to use. Can I use a make roll to just make it?
You
I
can.
don't want to use my
Sure.
Witchwood. Yeah, light magic is expensive.
Yeah, they're the most expensive. They're about 20 or more to get repaired. They're even more than that to buy new. And so let us take the last flip, or was the last flip? I think that was the last flip. We're at John C. I'm going to go ahead and roll a couple of D4 here for us. 3 times 3 is 9 points of damage he heals. How about if we make it an even 3 points per person? No, there's 5 of us. How about we make it 3 points per person? Everyone heal 3 points.
That would completely heal me.
John C is generous.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. Now when he tries to work out an arrangement where he can spread it, through urchins or spread it through the populace, that he will only turn the sparker on in the morning, and the people are going to have to keep their fires going. There's much grumbling about that because peasantry folk, they have nothing better to do than gripe about their lives, and
they would rather be burned to death, I guess.
Those poor peasants.
But they will all vote in the next election
because their lives are so worthwhile.
Yes, and so we're gonna take another D4 and move the big die over to John. John, give me a D4 encounters to get to the market square.
Hey, Red, I was only down 1 point. So if you need 2 from me, you could take the 2 to get your.
I'll just grab up the 2 from Conrad.
Yep.
And thank you, Conrad. And I'm not going to exhaust my.
No, of course not.
Game unless we get some seriously bad events.
2 points wouldn't make any difference when he gets on a roll, so to speak.
Right. Yes. And so John says we're going to have 3 more encounters. We have exhausted our bonus with weaponry. And here comes the first encounter of the 3 as we go to the third part of our triad here. Transmography. Let me see if transmography does something as well. Something is transformed in front of our eyes. I think it gives us a clue. We have had the first clue and the second clue of the Overlord. Yes, we get the third clue. So we have had the clue of the 7th symbol. We have had the clue of the means to music. And now we get the clue of the River Road.
The River Road?
The River Road. And there's lots of clues to come. And so transmography, trigger bad fate. What was the card flip with this? A 4 of hearts. A 4 is going to be luck or dark magic. And are we in Winesod? Outside of Winesod and the market, we are not outside of the Winesod or the market. We do not have a sub-boss. But John, somebody needs to make either a luck or dark magic. Any one of the group.
I'll make a luck roll.
Go ahead and make it.
All right. I have good luck acolyte focus.
You missed it by enough. But no, if you have pips, you'll be a 10. With Dobby, you'll be an 11.
With Dobby, I make it. Yeah, I'll do the pips.
Okay. And John has protected us as the group, but we have a bad fate trigger. Give me a D8 roll, John.
Okay. 1.
A 1. Everyone loses XP permanently.
What? 1 XP?
1
That's
XP.
John.
That's a bad one.
Thanks, John.
Well, yeah, that's a bad one.
That
It
just
doesn't really kill us, but it is a bad one. And
That's
we
just
move
20
to the
silver,
next
right?
encounter. John rolling 3 encounters. We have 2 more to go. This one is going to principally be Craig deciding the actions. And here comes the card flip. It is an obstacle. Do we have any experts in obstacle?
I am an expert in obstacle. Yes.
John is an expert in obstacle.
Unfortunately,
I'm not. I'm sorry. I was in hazard, not obstacle.
I am slavers and withering curses, so it's not me.
Yeah, it's not me either.
It doesn't matter because it's going to be whoever's the random person's going to have to do it.
Give me a D20, everyone. Low is going to have to roll the dice.
I think it's Rusty.
Rusty.
Yep, probably Rusty.
Having to a worse thing. Okay, so an obstacle is going to trigger an escalate psychosis. Escalate psychosis. Ooh, you thought the bad fates were bad. Rusty, give me a D8. No, dude. 7. A def mod -4 for this event and the next one. Ugh, ugly. Okay.
That's pretty ugly.
Oh.
No, for this and the next events.
Okay. It's for all events coming in the session. We only have 2 more left unless we continue on. We may have enough time to continue on. Rusty could punish us more. Rusty, can you please give me a roll of a 2, which is luck or dark magic?
Okay. Let's do. Doesn't the spade also add weaponry?
Correct, Rusty. Thank you. Weaponry and luck or dark magic.
Okay, we'll do luck first.
You don't make a luck.
I know. Well, it's
all right.
Make luck.
Take your point of damage. Conrad, make me a luck roll. Thanks, Rusty. Conrad made his luck roll. Thank you, Conrad. And can we can we please have a weaponry roll from you, Rusty?
Sure.
Oh no. Oh,
11.
no.
I made it.
He made it with a spear.
No, it was a def mod.
No, but it's a -4.
Oh,
no,
yeah, that's right. -4 def mod. Oh, gosh.
Oh, the def mod.
Keep rolling, Rusty.
He was a good man, Rusty. Then you had to make a roll. He made that one though.
No, -4.
I make that if I add the 2. So I'll add
right.
Okay. He made that because he added the 2. Take your point of damage from the first time you rolled. That is our obstacle encounter. And
Actually,
we did. I'm sorry.
points of
I
damage.
bet we cheated Greg.
We cheated me?
Yes. Didn't on the mechanical traps you got reward gear? Give me a percentile dice, Greg.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
I want to cheat
64.
you. And the roll was?
I got it instead. I would cheat.
64.
64. It looks to me like you got a steel mirror. Boy, you love those steel mirrors.
I have a problem. Every time we pass the shop, it has steel mirrors.
You're just obsessive with these. This is a double-sized one, too. We look behind and we go, Greg, what are you dragging with you? You can't be taking that with you. No, there's a demon in it. I can summon it.
He's very vain. He has to look in the mirrors. So
Now, he's mirror on the wall. Who's got a double slot item? That thing's worth, it's probably worth about 10 or 12 in silver, so I wouldn't poo-poo it if you can carry it. All right.
So that's a question.
Our dark magic is only worth 5, I think.
Well, a double slot? Okay.
Double slot means it's less. So
9, 10.
Okay. And the final encounter, or do we say, I think this is it. The lair. Ugly lair. This one, I think, is Conrad's mitigating.
Does anybody else want the mirror? I have 13 items right now with a double-sized rope, so can't carry it easily.
Let me see how much it's worth. It's a dark object. It's poor dark magic of double slot. Poor dark magic double slot. Rusty's right. It's probably worth 5. Have that. Take 2 silver pennies and leave it behind, Greg.
all right.
Yeah. We'll start making it a rule that anything people find, they can either take half the value in silver or they can carry the item.
You probably could carry the item, Greg, for now, right?
He can, but he's not going to get more than 2 silver for it, Conrad,
I'd have
anyway.
to take another point away from hit points and put it into gear slots so I could carry 16 gear slots. And
do you really need another dark mirror?
Yeah,
it's a soak off, though, right?
It is something you can throw away if we get hit by losing object. If you don't have one already, I think he's saying with 13 slots of objects that he has something he doesn't really love. Plus, if you have to lose an object, again, poor restoration, utility, or luck. If you're not carrying a poor restoration, utility, or luck for a silver penny, you should be doing that anyway to be able to throw it away and just rebuy it. All right, so a lair. Conrad, take a D4 silver, please.
That's what I'm talking about. 3.
And we have -4 def mod and -1 on all tests. And what are the tests for this lair that we came across? 2 of diamonds. Random person who's going to D20 it. I'm a 13. Don't be me. Don't be me.
Why do we have a D4 death mod? I thought it was just me that got the D4 death mod. Or is my fate affect the whole group?
Yeah, that wasn't fate. Bad fate. That was an escalation of the encounters. So my guess is the Overlord has taken an interest in us turning off his fire cult's means of burning wine sod. I don't know why he hates us so. But like many benevolent leaders, they have their alternative agenda. They try to help. He thinks it's a good thing.
He's testing us, just trying to make us better. Character building.
Diamonds is going to be a diamond is what? Diamond is, I should have this memorized by now. Luck and dark magic we need. And who was low?
Are we missing somebody?
I think it's Conrad.
I think it's me. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't told. My 1 is coming. Don't worry. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I didn't come out. Let's see. My button's not working. Okay, it's not.
Luck and dark magic, Conrad, please, if you would.
Both good. There's luck. And
nice.
there's dark magic.
Oh,
nice.
Well done.
Even with the -5s. And so we reach the market square, and once again, we need a light magic
Rusty,
roll to turn it off.
Are you watching, Rusty? This is how you do it.
We got good dice today.
I would have rolled.
Dice have been failing a little bit.
14 and 13. Oh, I would have.
Burden I have of being the one that has to lead the party. Can we please get a luck to turn off this device in the market square?
You want a luck? You want me to roll that?
If you wish.
I need a little mockage here. I was a little bit too.
You're lucky. I'd like you to roll that luck because then
take your point of damage, Conrad.
It has to go through John and Greg before it comes around to me.
That's a miss.
All right, take your point of damage. John, make a luck roll, please.
Okay, and
you couldn't have just mocked me a little bit, guys.
Get
right?
my dragon tube out there.
You couldn't have just mocked me.
Just twist the valve.
And I make it.
John makes it.
John knows how to turn off.
-5.
-4. -5. -4.
It's no, it's not. The -1 for the laird was the previous encounter, Rusty, and this is a -4 def mod for the thing. John has rolled himself a 9. Are you +2 in your luck morale, John?
I am +2 in my luck morale, and I have
so John
as well.
John is adding 3 to his roll, I believe. Rusty, he barely made his roll 11.
Yeah, good.
But I did it.
And thank you. Now, here's the deal. In order to be fireproof, we'll continue on just a moment more. I have a spinning wheel of doom on my Microsoft stuff. I woke up today and suddenly I'm co-piloting. I immediately looked online and they told me how to turn it off. Suddenly Microsoft wants to give everyone co-pilot. It's an AI function, isn't it? I would think they should be asking permission to start adding that.
Big money.
Really? No.
How to get you using that stuff? God.
You sign agreements. It's like your co-pilot's going to go, what are you doing, George?
It's going to summarize everything for you.
I'm sure they're allowed to change their use agreement.
Probably already did in your
for the better.
I'm sure they changed their use agreement to say they can put co-pilot on your machine.
It's a sad world that I don't control, what comes on my computer. But
it'd be nice. They should just call it something like Binky, and you'd be like, yeah, Binky's good, right? But Copilot, I don't want that.
They should call it Cat.
Yeah, Cat, yeah.
Even people that hate Cat don't mind.
Fido would work, right?
Yeah, Fido. Yeah, Fetch.
Yeah, Snoopy.
Siri and Alexis. Just pick a woman's name. All right, and then we'll all fall in love with it. The long and the short is that let me find my herb section here. The gypsy says to us that there's only a few things you can do. You can either alter reality.
Shouldn't be too hard.
And she says you need to bring me bishop's mushroom, fever kiss berries, and harlequin flowers. Or you probably could survive as well if you had harlequin flowers, Mary Lace, Witchwood, and then I can give you a Svengali potion. Now you notice that has that luck, morale, and restoration utility after it. You'll get bonuses as well with those tests by applying this potion. Now, you might ask yourself, bishop's mushrooms, have we come across those? We actually have. Fever kiss berries, I don't think we've run into them. Harlequin flowers, yes. I believe we know where harlequin flowers are. And for harlequin flowers, Mary Lace, and Witchwood, we do have a Witchwood cross. We can take slivers of that off of it and give it to the gypsy. And Mary's Lace, one of the first actions we did was Solitaire said he would give us a gold XP if we went to the farmlands. So we know that Mary's Lace is in the farmlands. We have a piece of Witchwood. And harlequin flowers, we may or may not know where that is. I think we know where that is from past actions, but I'm going to leave it as a vague idea at the moment. So in order to make the fireproof potion, to formally attack the fire cult, we're going to have to visit places outside of the city and collect these objects. Or we have to return to the underworld and remember where the bishop's mushrooms and the fever kiss berries were actually. Does everyone understand the task going forward? That and the fact that